What's up? I know this watch along wasn't announced, and originally it says on the website I was supposed to be on Twitch tonight. Quite simply, what happened was I didn't have time. I got home, and I came home after work. I got off work at 2:45 ish. Got off work at 2:45. Came home. Got home at about 3:45 because it takes almost an hour to get home. Worked out. Worked out for half an hour, so 4:15 ish. Because I have made it my goal to ride my exercise bike for 30 minutes a day, every day. And by the time that was done, I was like, wow, I need to go film the Luigi video that's coming out this week. And that took about an hour straight to do. It's going to be a nearly hour-long fantasy booking video. And by that point, I was like, wow, it's already 6:30. I'm supposed to go live to play Spider-Man right now. I haven't cooked dinner yet. So I just canceled the Spider-Man stream. I was like, well, I still want to be live tonight. So I was like, we'll just go live and watch TNA tonight. TNA announced a partnership with WWE today. Multi-year deal where they're going to be working together for the next couple years, which is awesome. Very excited about how that might go. And that led to, one thing led to another there, and now here we are. Just finished dinner. I just finished eating dinner probably 10 minutes ago. Almost fell asleep in my chair. Gonna, I've got to make the arena for LAW Scorched Earth tonight, so that's kind of my priority tonight on stream, is to do that. And then TNA Genesis this Sunday. I'll be doing a watch along of that. I am kind of sad that I didn't have the money to go to the TNA tapings back in December when they were in Atlanta, but at the same time, I did so many different events in 2024 into 2025 that I am okay that I took a break. Oh man. Oh man, I got an ad for Marvel Rivals when I was opening up Steam here. I need to actually play that game. I have it downloaded. Do I have the login for this account? I guess this was part of Trent Seven's final weekend taping with TNA, wasn't it? Oh, man. What happened to Trent's 1 through 6? Asks Kazarian. It's a good question. I hadn't thought about it. You know, it's a solid question, though, that Frankie Kazarian's asking. I am actually pretty excited for Genesis this weekend. I think it's going to be a fun show. I have warned everyone that I have warned everyone that if Joe Hendry doesn't win, my crash out is going to be legendary. Like, I am going to crash out hard if Joe doesn't win. Hey, Brendan. I'm just trying to get my email signed in here so that I can actually trying to get my Steam account updated here because I cannot remember my password. And I need to upload this file to it so that I can make the Scorched Earth Arena for this weekend. Oh, it's shutting down Steam. There we go. Finally got it logging. Do I still have the Scorched Earth logo is the question. Let's see. I do, but it says LSWF on it, so I need to edit it. Damn. Confident hitting my title defense. At the same time, a little nervous. WWE officially announced a TNA partnership today. We probably knew about. Yeah, I talked about that like 2 minutes ago, Zach. I said that was part of why I decided to do the stream tonight, was just because I was kind of excited about it. Yeah, okay. Kick out of a Rainmaker Lariat and Pile Driver. That's. Yeah. Alright, Leon Slater. Sure. Yeah, the kicking out of everything is a little much here. You could just give Leon Slater the win without all that. Yeah, it's getting the crowd behind him though, so I guess I can't complain. Still gonna, but yeah, I'm kidding. Alright, let me get my game turned on here, and I will actually. Ouch. I need that Instagram reel to stop playing before people wonder why that keeps popping up. Oh, I just realized that OBS is lagging because the game is booting up. My bad. We good now? Yep, we're good now. Hold on, I've got creator safe mode turned on. Or turned off. There you go. Oh, god dang it, I uploaded the wrong logo. That's the LSWF one, Xander, you stupid. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I get this arena made, and then I gotta clean up my room a little bit. But yeah, I'm temporarily gonna bring back the TNA watch-alongs for at least a week. Secrets out, huh? Yep, so it would seem. Next week, special premiering episode of Alice Living in NXT. Hey, Pierre, good to see you, by the way. Good to see you, bud. But yep, special premiere episode of NXT next week. Joe Hendry, Buddy Murphy, NXT Championship. They can't have Hendry lose again, right? Oh yeah, the partnership has so much potential to cook. We were talking about it in the Discord, as you saw, Pierre. But like, I think you actually responded to me about it. Yeah, yeah, you did. Where I was saying that my bold prediction for it is that by the end of 2025, someone from NXT will be holding the X Division Championship. I believe in you, Joe. I can't go through you losing again, man. The crash out is going to be insane if he loses for me. But yeah, I can't go through it again, man. I can't go through it again. Like not again. for a show and getting involved in Masha's title defense this Sunday. Maybe. I know they teased NXT. They didn't even tease. They already advertised the NXT logo when they were like, what could happen this weekend? I'm like, wow, thank you guys. You just brought more attention back to my show. Or back to my silly little watch-along that I do. Which is great for me. I mean, like, I ain't complaining about that. Might actually get a few more people watching because of that. Because the TNA watch-alongs, it's part of the same reason why I don't do the TNA Universe mode anymore. Is the TNA stuff on the channel is always the least viewed. And ow, my back. I'm very well aware of this fact, but like, holy hell, my back. That one hurt. I'm really excited for you guys to see what I've got in store for Scorched Earth this weekend. It's, you know, the first of many Rumble related content. Like the worst part is I actually wanted to do, there was gonna be the ARW reunion Rumble. And I talked about this a little bit already, so I won't dwell on it too long. But for the people who didn't know that are sitting here like, why didn't Xander do the ARW reunion Rumble this year that he said he was gonna do? Quite simply, like, friggin' quite simply, what happened was I tried. And every time I tried, the game would crash. Oh boy. Jesus, Hannafin. People from TNA winning a belt is either Moose, Hendry, Ace Austin, and Sammy Callahan. He's still part of TNA, right? Pretty sure he is. I think he's on a per appearance deal, though. I got the arena done. Also, guys, I got it. I finally got it. I'm gonna... Hold on. Can I duplicate this? Hold on. I'm just trying something here. Maybe not. Rascals to dethrone Braxium. They're still next. So that's true. They are. All right. So for the stream tonight, I'm gonna turn the webcam a little more like this, cause like my room is a freaking mess. It looks like a tornado hit it. from the last week or two of 3D printing. So I'm going to work on that tonight. Oh God, what's he gonna unveil here? It's a cardboard cutout of Ash by Elegance with a Knockouts tag title around her waist. Brilliant. Let's see. Oh, let me not dox myself here. Give Dom a TNA World Title reign to prove he can be a future World Champ. And for those wondering, I actually got 2 of this because the Extra Sonic and Super Sonic are going to help with custom stuff. What everything of Dom moving around in TNA? Oh, that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? And for those wondering about website stuff, I'm going to handle that tomorrow during SmackDown. These segments have always been something, haven't they? I saw Ray did All In yesterday. I saw you guys really enjoyed it. I do apologize for anyone that was hoping that maybe I would be in chat reacting to the show. I was busy yesterday. Story could be everyone laughs at the idea of him being a WWE champion and don't prove. You never know. I read like the press release that they put out about the deal between WWE and TNA. It felt a lot more like NXT TNA than it did WWE TNA, especially with Shawn Michaels talking, being the one quoted, and not Triple H. Oh man, but yeah, as always, questions always encouraged on these streams. I try and answer everything if I can. Obviously, there are things that I can't. I don't actually get to see my floor. I gotta vacuum tonight. I'm not gonna vacuum on stream. I'm not gonna subject all your ears to that. But you guys have seen the vacuum in the background for like a week now. Because I just keep not having time to actually vacuum. Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Move the vacuum just slightly out of the way. Because for those who don't know, I talked about this a little bit. Filament gets everywhere when you 3D print. Oh no, they ripped up the cardboard cutouts. How dare they? Gotta put Sonic back on the shelf finally. Yeah, I got 2 trash bags just full in here. Got a third ready to go to actually fill up. Enjoy the room the way it's laid out now, by the way, guys, while you can. I'm going to be rearranging in here eventually. Again. It's kind of a yearly thing for me, I guess, but moving stuff around, I'm going to be on that side of the room soon. Just see that Nintendo did the funniest thing imaginable today and announced the sequel to the Nintendo Switch. Like their next console is just going to be called the Switch 2. Funniest shit I've seen all day. Like, they really had the opportunity to do the funniest thing, and they did. And I kind of love it. It's kind of iconic, honestly. It's kind of hilarious, if you ask me. That they were like, what are we going to call the second thing? What are we going to call the successor to Nintendo Switch? Switch 2. Love it. I would have gone with Super Nintendo Switch, make an SNES reference with it, but that's just me. I only have a college degree in good ideas. It's kind of just off brain here. Let's see, what else has happened today that I can talk about? Kind of a shame JT's not here to hear this story. I had possibly the funniest, possibly one of the funniest things ever in like my career as a substitute teacher happen yesterday. I gained a new nickname as a substitute that I was not expecting, and it was funny as hell. Like, you'll hear me tell this story, and you'll probably be like, "God, Xander, you probably should have written that guy up." I'm like, maybe I should have, but if I was a little too busy laughing to think about doing that. Like, I was just too busy laughing at what he said because like he insulted me, but he did it so creatively that like I couldn't even be mad. I was too busy just finding it hilarious. So let's see. Some match results yesterday I didn't see coming at all. Oh yeah, I knew about a lot of what was going to happen at All In. It's part of why I wasn't in the chat because I already knew what was going to happen. But also, like I said, I just wasn't there because I was busy. I didn't get home until like the show was starting, and then that when I had to make dinner and try and clean up in here, which as you guys can see, I've not been doing great at, but you know, trying. Trying my best over here. This shirt is dirty, and I've been looking for it for weeks. But yeah, so what happened today, or not today, yesterday, the funniest things ever happened to me as a substitute was I got to the classroom and I had first period planning, so first 2 hours there were no kids. 9:30 ish, because I have to be there by 7:30. Their classes don't start till almost 8:30. 7:30 is when I have to be there. So I get there at 7:30 and I'm just chilling out. 9:30 comes, kids start showing up for class, and big classroom, so I shouldn't be able to hear across it, but I have pretty good ears. I can usually hear things pretty well that even if I shouldn't. Like I can hear Alex talking downstairs sometimes, even with my door closed. Uh, I just hear a guy go. I just hear someone go. I think that homeless dude at the desk is our teacher today. And he's like whispering it, so he's trying not to make. He's trying to make sure I don't hear it. And so I get up and I do anything. I'm like, hey everyone, I'm Mr. Carver. A lot of you probably know me as that sub that looks like Jack Black. Although some of you say that I look like a homeless guy. And dude's face got so red, which was hilarious. I was like, yeah. And I just kind of looked at it, I was like, yeah. I was like, you're not in trouble, but I heard you. Because, like, I wasn't going to get mad about it. Like I said, it was funny. I get insulted by kids all the time because it comes with the job. So at least this one was creative with it. There we go. Got the filament box out. Was this box big enough for this? Yeah, it kind of works. That actually kind of works. Tuck that with my the bag for tomorrow. Amazon return. Let's see. Most shocking was Eddie Kingston winning. Oh yeah, I knew from the beginning that Eddie Kingston was winning. Ray told me that one for it. Like that was always the plan, was for Eddie to be the guy to beat Mox. Go. Oh man, I've actually made a lot more progress getting this room clean right now than I thought I was going to in Just like, what, 30-ish minutes? I had a teacher that would write people up for anything in high school. There's a lot of people that will do. There's a lot of teachers and substitutes that will do that. I am not one of them because if you make me laugh, I can't be that mad. I will tell people, like, sometimes people make me laugh and it's something they shouldn't be saying. I'm like, look, that is hilarious, but don't say that again. I was like, don't say that again because if I laugh again, I could lose my job. Usually telling them I could lose my job and they could lose, and because I am, by literally all accounts, according to the high schoolers. Middle schoolers, not so much because I'm a lot more strict with middle schoolers. But according to the high schoolers, I am like the school-wide favorite substitute at the schools I work at because I have a sense of humor. Like, I can live with that. The internet's mean to me, but a bunch of, low-key, what happens if Joe loses to Genesis in another world title match? I mean, RS, you know, at that point, I just crash out. That's my answer. I don't know what happens booking-wise. I just crash the fuck out. That's what I do. I just yell a lot, and I get angry. And then maybe, just maybe, I actually finally make that video of why are they doing this to us. That's my only answer is if he loses, I just crash out. Some main chemistry. Yeah, it's usually the regular. It's always a 50-50 on teachers in that regard. I've had good teachers, I've had bad teachers. You make it through eventually, though. One way or another, you finish school eventually. And for the most part, unless you're me, where you then went back and worked at your old high school for about a year, you never see them again. In my case, I did. Saw them every day and became co-workers with my old teachers for a little while. It's kind of weird. Kind of cool, though. But all of my old teachers really liked me, so. Because I was just a good guy. I was always a good kid. I just did my work, you know. Did my work, kept my head, not kept my head down, but did my work, kept my nose clean, didn't piss anyone off, that kind of stuff. I think most trouble I ever got in was like once I got asked to put my phone. Like a teacher got on to me for having my phone out once, and it was my phone was literally in my hand. I forgot it was in my hand. She was like, "Put your phone away." I was like, "Oh, sorry, I forgot it was in my hand," because it was the start of class. Like class had started, and I had just finished sending my last message before class started, and that was the most of it. Like, it's like, all right, it's not hard to sell your phone for an hour. It's really not. That's one thing I will like. That's one thing I will always give. You know, I try not to sound like old man yells at clouds or anything too often. I have some opinions that make me sound like that, and I fully acknowledge that fact that in some cases I am indeed an older guy, old soul in some cases like that. But one of my, I guess, more old man opinions is that younger generations are, in fact, a little too worried about being on their phones all the time. Surely if Joe loses and he's not. Let me read that again. Surely if Joe loses or not, he's in the Rumble on February 1st. He's gotta be. He's gotta be. Where's the Ziploc bag that's got all of my weaponry for figures in it? But yeah, I mean, spoiler alert, you can probably expect to hear the name Joe Hendry during my Rumble Fantasy booking this week. Which, for those wondering about the release date of that, aiming for tomorrow. Oh, it's right in front of me. But yeah, aiming for tomorrow on that. Him and Jordan for the Women's Rumble as well as Roxy, whether to call it or not. Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about it as well. Like, but yeah, no. Oh no, AJ Francis is hitting a celebrity, quote unquote celebrity. So I'm gonna lower my webcam back down here for a minute. Could I hear Hendry at WrestleMania Stadium entrance? Not this year, but not this year. Everyone's like, oh, working relationship, TNA guys at WrestleMania. No, like TNA guys that stand and deliver, maybe, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it's an NXT TNA working relationship more than it is main roster. You might get the occasional cameo on main roster as like a hype up thing, but that's about it. At least that's my opinion. Like, and I don't mean to sound like a buzzkill about it, but it's just like people are gonna get themselves worked into a shoot, brother. It's gonna be like when God, I'm trying to think of a recent one. It's gonna be like when okay, this is the one I can think of immediately. Hell in a Cell 2022, right? Someone started a rumor that Bray Wyatt was coming back that night. Someone started a rumor that Bray Wyatt was going to come back on that show, and there was no substance to it. But people started building themselves, hyping themselves up all day, like, "Oh, Bray's going to show up. Bray's going to show up at the end of the show. Bray's going to show up. Bray's going to show up." Showing off there, where was Bray? Wasn't there was no substance to the rumor? It was the internet worked itself. Someone said, "Wouldn't it be cool?" And then someone on the internet was like, "Oh yeah, this is happening," and everyone took the bait. Like it's the thing I notice most being on the internet and being a creator especially is people will convince themselves something is happening with no substance, then get upset when it doesn't happen. Happens in our series too. Like people will convince themselves that like someone's gonna show up or this or that. Like there's one guy, it annoys the shit out of me. I won't say his name. And he appears. Anyways, uh, but yeah, no, I won't. I won't say his name, not so I don't call him out by name here. But there's one guy. He'll just show up and chat, and he'll be like, "This is gonna happen tonight," and it's like, "No, it's not. I'm not gonna say that, but no, it's not." And then it doesn't happen. He's like, "Why didn't this happen?" I'm like, "Because you said it was going to. I didn't say it was going to." Like, I fail to understand how people work themselves into believing something so quickly with no substance. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a buzzkill saying all of that. I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time that I've been one. When it comes to certain stuff, Roxanne and Bailey could be the Mania match. Yeah, I've seen some people suggesting it might be a stand and deliver match just because Mania is going to be so stacked. Oh, I want that. Oh, man. God, I can actually see the floor in here again for the most part, minus the trash bags, but those will go out into my car tonight, and then I'll take care of them in the morning. All right, let's see. um, Oh man, I gotta rearrange the calendar a little bit. I just realized that because it's got another Wrestle Luigi video. It's got a different Wrestle Luigi video coming tomorrow that is, in fact, not the case. I haven't gotten that far with it. I've been a lot busier than I was anticipating. Yep. Then I'll just keep an eye on that for now. Excuse me. It's been a long day, man. I know I fell asleep at my desk before the stream. Super excited for Roxanne Call. On the other hand, I'm nervous that she might get fed to Super Bianca and or Rhea. So Zach, they have these wonderful things now. Okay, don't know if you've heard of them. They're fairly new, so it's a fairly new invention. So there's this women's mid card title on each show now that doesn't interact with Rhea or Bianca. Have a little faith, bud. And just have a little. God, Rosemary's not been champion since 2018. All right then. Should be fun this weekend. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to the event this weekend. What else was I going to work on tonight? I know I need to edit that video, but I don't have that I don't have that kind of energy in me. And I'm gonna work on Scorched Earth as soon as I end stream tonight. I'm gonna get like a match done at least. I have to just write down the card for it. You guys will be happy to know I have finally decided what the December post Survivor Series Raw premium live event in LS11 Universe is going to be. It's going to be called WWE Final Resolution. It's the TNA show because we don't do TNA anymore. So I'm pretty excited about that. Still do the LAW ARW show. Forgot about that. Oh man. Did I raise my seat too high up? Hold on. There we go. You know what we're gonna do? Oh, welcome back to TNA. But what we're gonna do, because I got two of these. Like, I got two of these guys. And I didn't, like I said, I've said this multiple times, I didn't buy two of these to sell one. I didn't go, oh, I'm gonna flip it and essentially make this, I'm gonna flip it, double the price on eBay, and essentially have gotten one for free that way. No, I bought two because I needed a second Supersonic and another regular Sonic for some custom stuff I'm working on for Speed Adventure. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pop one of these open on stream. We're going to take a look at it on stream. I'm going to upload a review video this week for the other one, but I've already got one, so I've got two, so I might as well go ahead and open one. I'll still make money, or not money, I'll still get content off the other one. The first time I bought the yearly 3-pack that Jack Specific does. It's, they put out a handful now. I think the first one they ever did was Classic Sonic, Silver Sonic, or Mecha Sonic, and Classic Eggman. I didn't get that one because I already had Classic Sonic and Silver Sonic, and I was like, oh, they'll put out a Classic Eggman on his own. And then they did like 3 years later. And then 2 years ago, 2023, they did the Super Pack of Super Sonic, Super Knuckles, and Super Tails, which I also didn't get because I was like, they're just sparkly. And now I'm like, wow, I actually kind of want that. And then last year they did the Classic Pack of Classic Sonic, Classic Knuckles, Classic Tails. And once again, I was like, they'll just release Knuckles and Tails on their own. They did release Knuckles on his own. Have yet to see Tails on his own, though. So I've got that in my eBay cart, waiting to get the money. first things first. City Escape was playing at the start of the... Oh god, his head is loose. It should not be this loose. There's ways to tighten it up easily, but wow, that is the joint's loose. Yeah, there you go. First of all, soap shoes for Sonic. That's freaking awesome. Oh, Ray Walt with the Megamind reference there. But yeah, this should not be this loose, but it's alright. Like I said, I worst case what I can do is I can get some super glue, lightly dab the super glue on his head, like on his head joint, and just like work it in there and it'll tighten it up a little bit. Yeah, this new Sonic's kind of loose. I remember I saw a few other collectors kind of complaining about that. Yeah, and that left knee is a little loose too. Wonder if they changed the head of wonder if they changed the head sculpt on Sonic and that's why he's kind of top heavy now. Oh well. Ah, Santana and Alexander in an I Quit match. Wonder if that'll be Josh's TNA send-off. Okay, Supersonics also kind of loose. Interesting. TNA. JT, fuck off. Love you, bud, but like, don't come into the TNA watch along and be like, stop watching the show you're watching. And the Grace match is going to get Beer sent off from TNA. Yeah, probably. Dude in the background, bald head and a beard, holding the Jeff Hardy Immortal title, just looks pissed for some reason. I mean, Jordan's contract is up in a week or two, so... I remember, I think it was Fightful. I could be incorrect on that one. I want to say Fightful was the ones that reported that her contract's up by the Rumble. Alright, this is what we bought this 3-pack for. This is what we played the game for. Look at this. Sonic the Werehog. Do 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 do. This is cool. I never had a Werehog figure. Actually, scratch that. I had one. I got the 5-inch one from Jazzwares, but he didn't scale to the rest of my figures. And the old Werehog from Jazzwares, the 5-inch one, had incredibly weak legs. So pretty much everyone who ever got one, the legs broke. So I had to my dad had to super glue his legs back on to the Werehog almost every time I played with it, and it never stayed fixed. So having an actual one is cool because I never got the 3-inch one from the Jazzwares line, and that was the one I really wanted because that was the line I collected. But yeah, look at this guy. This monstrosity of a character. Get him stood up next to a Sonic here. Look at that. Brilliant. God, I do not have room on my shelf for this guy, is the issue. I don't know how I'm going to divide my shelf up any further than it already is at this point. Alright, the good news is with this Sonic is, like all the other Jax figures, and this is my favorite part of the Jax figures, is incredibly easy to just go ahead and pop the like arms and leg, or the hands and feet and head off, so it makes customizing significantly easier, which means that, like, if I just want to put the soap shoes on a Sonic that isn't going to topple over immediately, then I can do that. And just like that, it's on a Sonic whose head isn't on god dang swivel. Or it is on a swivel, but it's not on the verge of falling off. There you go. And now Sonic's got the soap shoes still. Perfect. It's okay. The one with the loose head, I've got ideas for what I can do. Because I've got other characters who use Sonic's body but not his head, so I can figure that out. I'm a smart guy. Yeah, got the sanctuary a little more clean tonight on stream, so that's good. Scored shirts written. Gonna be interesting to record it. Still a little under an hour to go on the show. I don't have the energy to edit the website tonight, so that's not on the agenda. That'll be a tomorrow thing, like I said. Oh, hello, Laredo Kid. I forget he signed to TNA a lot. Bad as that might sound, I forget he's there. He doesn't show up that often. He's been showing up more in the last year than he had. A little bit. Ugh. Maybe I should have just played Spider-Man tonight. I know this, though, but it's alright. I like how KO Riley uses the Stunner now. This is a signature in universe and beats people with the package pile driver. Yeah, yeah. I don't like good guy. I don't like bad guy Kevin Owens using the Stunner as a finisher. So oh, this TNA partnership, TNA DLC. I think it's very possible. Yeah, I think it's very possible we could see at least some TNA representation in 2K25. There's two ways you can beat people, and both of them hurt. Package pile driver, and power bomb. How we beat Axiom. Yeah, I really liked the Axiom match. I was really happy with how that one turned out. Love that Kevin no longer uses the stunner as well. Package pile driver, how much should these go-to finishers? Oh yeah, love the. I also love the pop-up power bomb. Also, a little side note here, stop motion side note. Got a custom I'm working on here. Some people that have played certain games already know who this is, but might work on the paint job a little bit tonight on stream, just because I got 45 minutes here. Gives me a little time to get like the base coat down on the body. Back here a little bit though. Nailed it. Meant to do that. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 11. Yeah, this weekend's gonna be fun, you guys. We got SmackDown watch along tomorrow. We got LAW Scorch the Earth on Saturday or Sunday. Just depends on when I get it done. Now that Ray is already put out. Now that Ray has already gone and put out All in London, which I thought was gonna be this weekend. I didn't know he was just gonna do it as the Wednesday episode. That's why I was getting like it was funny. It was like 4:30 came yesterday. I was on my way home from work. I was like, huh, I have not heard from Ray about AEW at all today. I guess it's not coming out this week. And the next thing I know, I see All in London premiering now. I'm like, oh shit, all right then. I'm like, I was wrong to underestimate him. Oh yeah, highlight reel next roll is going to be fun. I do not know how to clean a paintbrush, apparently. I apparently do not know how to clean a paintbrush properly. Yeah, Osprey is the LS11 AEW champion. All right, Jake something with the win. Somehow didn't see Anna beating Mercedes coming, but hey, she did it. So woo! Yeah, that was the plan on Ray's part the whole time. Actually, was to give the win to Anna. In part because of how I built her up a couple seasons ago with the Thunder Rosa stuff. So I kind of had a hand in that one, and I'm kind of proud of that fact. I kind of low key am kind of proud of that. That I was actually kind of involved in a. I gotta mix together a little bit of red and white. Version of the Geratron are we on now? I'm guessing 9500. I don't know. I mean, there's not going to be a Geratron on the highlight reel because can't really do that, but. Getting an Ace Austin promo about Chris Bay, which is really nice to hear. I would like Ace Austin to just win the knockouts, or not the knockouts. There is Geratron on. There is not. No. I would. I would like Ace Austin to beat Moose this weekend, but I don't. I unfortunately don't see that happening. I do miss Chris Bay. I hope I hope his recovery's going all right. I know it was apparently a really brutal injury. Yeah, because they just had Moose throw the X Division title away the other night. Oh, Alex is home. Comes back, TNA's got the old baby face right there. Imagine the pop. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think I realized that Ace Austin was a three-time X Division champion. It's inevitable, apparently. I know it sounds like I'm shitting on him. I like Ace Austin. ABC is one of those things where it's like, or I guess at this point just Ace Austin still, because I guess, I don't know if Ray's going to keep using Chris Bay or what, but if we don't know if he's going to actually be able to come back or not. I actually do remember Ace being a three-time X Division champion. I'm pretty sure he was like being with Blanchard at one point in 2018 and 19. I believe it. That was when I wasn't watching yet. I didn't start paying attention to TNA until 2021, so. I'm gonna say, I don't know if you all were here for it per se, but I was on this channel the first time I ever actually watched TNA. Like, that was back in 2021, Halloween 2021, Bound for Glory, where it was Josh Alexander and Christian. That was the first time I ever watched TNA live. As on the rules, honestly, though, he would have been Impact World Champion by now, especially when Christian had the belt. Yeah, he's been. I really like him a lot. I like him and Chris Bay. I think they're both really good singles guys and tag guys. But yeah, I've talked about it a little bit. Like ABC going to AEW was kind of just sprung on me by Ray. It's one of the few times where I'll say there was like an actual strong, not argument, but disagreement booking wise. Was Ray just kind of came to me one day and he was like, "Hey, I'm taking ABC to AEW when you're done with them in Impact." I was like, "Oh, you are?" And then it just kind of happened. At that point, I was kind of just like, "All right, well, I guess I'll just let it happen." I had ideas, but fine if I accidentally get paint where it shouldn't be. That first layer of Posca marker. It's just a test layer. Yeah, the ABC debacle. Pierre was there for it. Pierre was part of the creative team. He was there when it happened. It was kind of like, oh, okay, guess that's happening. ABC FTR did cook. You're right. It 100% did. There we go. We're getting there. Got that kind of base layer down for now. PCO has had that belt for a very long time. He won the digital media title at Slammiversary back in June. That 23 is happening again. Like I said, my assumption is Tom Pestock, Baron Corbin. Yeah, it's been a while, and I can only tell you one time I've seen him defend it. It was against Cardona. I listened to the Chris Van Vliet interviews with Matt and Jeff this week. Pretty good. Really enjoyed them. Fun stuff. I'm going to assume the Hardys probably win this. I don't see Sammy and PCO getting the win here. Oh, and we'll be right back happens again. Oh man, like I said, I talked about this with Ray not long ago. I thought about recently kind of bringing TNA back on like a temporary basis, like instead of doing Maple Leaf and Lone Star, just doing TNA again, but like loading it like how it originally was and making it more like what it was for me in season 3, where it was Xander's just gonna put the people he really likes on this show and roll with it. Like remember Joe Hendry was on LS11 NXT before he was there in real life. That was just a happy coincidence on my part. I was just lucky Tony Khan didn't scoop him up. Oh yeah, I did see the casket match Ray did. Oh man, I don't see the Hardys losing this weekend either. I feel like they probably are going to keep the belts for a while. They just signed with TNA again. They're going to be. There's going to be a most chaotic match of the season. Hell in a Cell. We're getting this. That was probably. But yeah, that's probably the most chaotic match of the season so far. When almost everyone was injured and thrown off the. Yeah, I love that match though because of how dumb it was. It was like Ray was like, "I don't do 6-man Armageddon." I was like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna." I was like, "Ray, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna jump the shark." And he was like, "Okay." Um, Johnny still didn't take longer than what, a couple of weeks after this. Oh, that much. Yeah, he took like a week off. He was back the next week after. Oh, there's the swanton to Sammy. And 1, 2, 3. No. Yep. No, it was 3. Armageddon had to be a crazy baby. Almost everyone on that show got injured. Yeah, that was kind of the idea. Was that way I could do Skeleton Crew Raw the next night. Thank God Biggie had Roman Reigns return out of the. Oh, that crazy baby. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Now Roman's back again, so you know. Things are getting crazy on Raw nowadays. Rowan Oba was like, why not just throw a potential match of the season? Yeah, I mean, why not, right? For a second year in a row, Roman has a push future stars to have a breakout. Yep. Oh, hi, Jordan Grace. Oh, there he is. Here's my guy. And here's my guy. At this point, it'd be too late. Otherwise, I would consider buying like the blue satin shirt and a blonde wig for Sunday. But we saw me try and wear a wig for a stream a few weeks ago, and I could only make it like 30 minutes. So so apparently Nick Namath's TNA deal is up. He signed a short extension. Unless Your Deadline was a pretty important show because it was the start of the Jimmy push. Yeah, that's right. It was. Joe is just screaming that he has to win.
We're going to begin a new era in TNA, and it's going to start with me lifting the TNA World Championship. And clearly, everyone here still believes in Joe Hendry. But you need to know one thing. I know what this TNA World title means to me. I know what this TNA World title means to everyone out there. Hell, I know what this title means to everyone in the back who has come before us. The NFL better believe that I know what's right. It is an honor, a privilege, and I'll defend it to the day I die. And I know how bad it is. But this isn't just a chance or a shot or a music video or a tweet. This is every single day. It's an entire different level, and TNA World Champion with a target on their back.
Like as soon as Jacob was signed, Jimmy was one of the was of wrestling change, got more confidence. Yeah, pretty much. Fucking JBL. Fucking JBL. I love that Joe's got a personalized microphone.
You're so sure that I know you had nothing to do with it. Well, you know what? Let's just assume that everything you said is true. If that's the case, there's just one last thing that I want to do that makes no sense.
Oh, hello, Ryan Nemeth.
wasted enough time on you, so I'm gonna say one more thing. And I want. Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Well. Wait a minute. Is Go Home Math favoring Hendry now? Are they chanting? Hit your brother? Oh, hi, Tessa. Oh, oh, there's Jordan. Oh, I'm gonna miss Jordan Grace in TNA, but I'm excited for her in WWE. All right, folks. Well, that's it. I ain't got anything else to add. Show's about to go off the air. All right, I'll give everyone just a minute here just to see if anyone's got anything else to say. I do think it's hilarious. JT showed up, said stop watching TNA, and then left when I told him to. When I was like, get out of here with that. I wasn't expecting him to actually leave, but you know, whoops, I guess. All right. Well, on that note, I'm gonna wrap up here. Like I said, I'll give everyone just a minute here for any last minute kind of questions or anything, and then I'll sign off because I'm gonna try and get at least a match for Scorched Earth done before I go to bed because I'm exhausted. That was a solid episode. It was an episode of TNA as always. That's what I mean. That's it was a harmless episode of TNA. It was pretty run of the mill. Not too exciting. Go home math favors that Joe Hendry's gonna win though, so I'm excited about that fact. All right. See you guys tomorrow.